costs. 120 because they are easier and faster to make.
Okay, so with your degrees and everything, you put them aside to focus on this. You guys are making money.
No, so as I said, to successfully run an organization, you really need every experience, every piece of paper, every information. Because for us, like we want the both worlds. That's the truth.
Yeah.
We want to do well in the corporate world. We want to do well in the business world. So for us, if we can merge the two, even better, because we really do want the best of both worlds. So yeah.
You learned this from somewhere, or you just thought of, I think
at first we used to order from a certain man, but then we had to come up with our own designs. You give him the designs, maybe he would not really make the shoe into what you really want it to be. So we decided to start doing this on our own.
Okay.
So good job.
Yeah.
And true to our words, we're actually doing a good job.
Like you have a stand. Like, how do you come up with the whole startup capital, the location where you do all this? Do you have like the cuttings, the leather? I know you get it from Zambia and everything, but the cutting part, do you have machines, or how do you do it, handmade or what?
So on the cutting part,
now we do not have a grinder and a sewing machine. So those are the hiccups that we're facing right now. So right when we do the cutting on our own and everything, there's a man that helps us at the market who's got a shoe stand. So he's the one that helps, that his machinery is what we use for the sewing and for the grinding. So far, so I'm going to quote Chef 187's lyrics when he says, "You'd rather have your hands dirty and get clean money." So when it comes to that, people haven't, like, they would be a bit relaxed. But at the end of the day, you need to find something that you strive in and be good in and be able to make money out of it. And then we are lovers of fashion, we are lovers of design, so why not turn our dreams into a reality? Give people shoes, or give people something that they'll work with, they'll love. Yeah. So
just hold your thought.
Yes.
I'll get back to you. What differentiates this from Okobile and Sapato?
Okay, so with Okobile and Sapato, like, you take your shoes that you bought from wherever, and then when they are torn, you take them to the people that do Okobile and Sapato. But what differentiates us from those guys is that we start from scratch. We have our own designs. We make our own products. So what we do is actually making and not Okobile and Sapato, like you know.
The,
So
the
that's
difference
the
is
difference.
tulapangen sapato.
We are the
and
makers,
Balavi
actually. Yeah. So like even us, when we make our shoes like this, you get your slippers, after some time it gets damaged, though it rarely happens. It takes years, actually. So when your shoe gets damaged, you not come to us to say, Mwalan vidakwapa. You take it to those guys. So us, it's mainly producing this, not Kwila. So that's what differentiates us from the other guys. We are the makers of the slippers.
You were saying?
Yeah, well, now I lost my thought.
Let's talk about your clientele.
Okay, so for us, what
to wear something like this would definitely make a pair for them. So we basically cater for everyone. Yes.
And then our shoes are on order basis. So when you can even come with a design of your own to say, I want a slipper made like this, and then we'll see how we'll work with that, and then just give you what you want. You can come with your own design, or you can choose from any of our designs, and then we'll do what you want.
The question that most people fail to answer, most of the entrepreneurs that we work with,
Okay.
is the difference of what works best for you. I know you guys are already in employment and you're getting good money. Okay, but what works best for you? Employment or entrepreneurship? At an advanced level, or even at the startup level, what works best for you at the moment?
At the moment, if I'm being honest, my employer but if I'm being honest, I would really want to do big in the entrepreneurship sector. The entrepreneurship sector is, we have to sell ourselves to get the money. We need to work extra hard to get the money. For the employment sector, I know I will show up for work and then expect a certain fixed amount at the end of the month. But for the entrepreneurship sector, I determine how much I make at the end of the month, depending on how much effort I put in. So really, like, I would advantage the entrepreneurship sector to the other one.
She could have a different thought.
Yes.
Yes. So just on that one, for us, really, what we've told ourselves is that as we are starting now, we would not just abandon work, because for us to get this business going, we need to have resources.
Yeah.
And it's from our job that we'll get the resources and channel them into our business. When we get paid, we use that money as our capital. So we wouldn't say we'd just, forget about work. Mm-hmm. No. So work is basically a starting point for us to raise our capital. But in the long run, we intend to have a factory, create employment for other young people. We'll get to that level. We are determined. We want to do that.
Definitely. I'm tempted to ask how much you make from this payment.
Not yet ready to disclose the information. We're not yet ready.
We just make on order. So
yeah,
we are doing okay, but we'll get there to a level where we'll be able to hire other young people to work for us.
Yes. So
So at the point, as it stands, you don't intend to train young people, or some people just don't want to learn.
No, we
actually that's the idea. Yes. Especially that we are working. We really don't have enough time to dedicate to our work. So what we've decided with my partner is that we'll train other young people in our community so that we can work together and do massive production.
Yeah.
That's what we intend to do.
Let's talk about the challenges in this sector.
Okay, so for the challenges, as we have mentioned, like for Shammah Footwear right now, we don't really have the machinery to work with. That's talking about the grinder and the sewing machine. So right now, our main challenge is the machinery. So the person that helps us do this is also a shoemaker. So we don't really, most of the time he'll also have orders. So we need to wait for him to finish up with his work. Then, so we have, that's one of the challenges we face?
So in addition to that, the other challenge that we face is the material. It's not always that we have the materials readily available.
Yeah.
Even if they are locally sourced, there are times that when we get to our suppliers for the materials, they may not have, especially for rubbers, because we only have about 2 people that sell the rubber, and then we have these other people that are in the industry. So there are times that even a month would run.
They haven't had
the rubbers in the sack. So that's mainly the challenge when it comes to material.
Yeah.
And then the other challenge, most people don't appreciate handwork.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. They'll tell you, why are you selling your slippers at 130 when we can get a Chinese slipper at 30 kwacha?
Yes. And then the difference is we need to hand stitch every part of your shoes. And then a Chinese shoe is like, they do it from a factory. They will manufacture 1,000 shoes in a day. When we can only manage, right now, like we can manage a pair a day or so. So that's depending on what type of shoe it is. So the competitive market, especially them being the Chinese, so it's either, no, you know, like people are skeptical about buying our product because it being Zambian, us being female, people are a bit relaxed about supporting that. And then the other thing is also with
what do you want to do about it? What is your call to action? Do away with that perception.
I think it's about time that as Zambians we support our products.
Yes.
Because we have this perception to say, no, Zambian products are not good. Actually, what I've come to discover is that most Zambian products are good, but probably the marketing hasn't been so good. So we need to take the word out there as entrepreneurs. Tell the people that we are just as good as our competitors. So it's about us being so proud about the Zambian product, the Zambian brand. Like, it's not just in shoes, even in every other product. Yes. So let's as Zambians build our own brands and just support each other.
I asked you the other day, we're now getting into advertisement.
Okay.
The other day I asked you about, actually I didn't even ask you, you brought it up yourself on the part of advertisement. I think social media has worked to the advantage of so many people. Then I asked you about your brand and you said, our page is still small. How much are you investing in online media?
You know, okay, so I am going to be quite honest. Our advertising hasn't been, like, we haven't really like invested much in our Facebook platform, any of our social media platforms. So yeah, we'll take the blame on that one.
But obviously, as the business grows, we'll definitely invest much in that. Mm-hmm. Because this is not just for the 2 of us. Like we've said, the ultimate goal is to have a factory. Yes. So definitely at some point we'll have to invest much in the social media.
Okay, so where there's money, there's always conflict, and we've seen groups. We've seen groups, mm-hmm. We've seen partnerships break because of money. How do you cement this partnership? Because you're 2 different people, 2 different
priorities and
thoughts about the income that comes into your business. Then when it comes to money, a lot of people are, okay, this one is thinking about this. How do you cement your partnership?
Okay, so in terms of that, partnerships will always work when you set up rules. Just like every other organization, there are rules that people have to follow in that organization. So even us with this partnership, we've said when it comes to finances, we have our own rules that we follow. Business first, so whatever that comes into the business, we make the investments and then later on share the profits. So that's how we've kind of managed that.
Okay, let's get back to the rubbers, where you get from and how do you perfect We've
had those challenges because like we've said we don't have all the machineries that we should have in the industry. So there are times that you make a slipper, maybe the other one is smaller, the other one is big, but
On
with
rare
the
occasions.
on very rare occasions. But as we get to work with the years of experience, we are getting to a level where we can make a perfect shoe size. Yeah.
So that's pure leather. You don't use any other materials apart from the beads and the twine.
The other materials that we use, we have the leather, which is this hard part. Then we have this one, the lexine. It's kind of a softer leather that we just put on top of the rubber. Then you have this.
The snake leather is printed. Where do you get it? How do you come up with a product like that?
Okay, so we use any material that's at our disposal.
Yes.
So we have so that's our secret. So we have odd leather coats, odd bags. So any print that you find and see, this would look nice on a slipper. This was a leather coat. Oh no, sorry. My shoes, they can't be seen. But this was a leather.
Can be seen.
This was a coat. So the inside part is the leather, and then the outside part is the inside part of the coat.
Also, you made your own shoes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you guys buy shoes?
These are actually handmade.
Wow.
These are handmade, yes. We need to represent. How do we expect people to buy our product?
If we can't wear our own product. So we have
we
the
don't
moving
buy
billboard.
No, we do buy for now because our specialty is in slippers. So our slippers, we do need to support other businesses as well. So we can't be selfish and stop buying.
But do you ever go to a shop and look at a shoe and say,
I could do better than that.
We've done that a couple of times. Like we could even use better materials and stuff.
You look at this. They should have done.
And actually, it's important to do that because you kind of see what's out there and see what other designs that you can bring to the market. It's actually important to go around and see what your competitors are doing. It's very
The
important.
banner that we circulated yesterday, I saw a picture. It has a picture with men's shoes behind.
Yeah.
I don't see them on the table. Do you also make those, or they were just part of the?
Okay. So for that one, as we say, the person whose machinery we use for the grinding and the sewing is a shoemaker as well. So that place was where he does his stuff. So he makes those shoes, the men's shoes. So he's the one who's also helping us in refining our skill and teaching us how to make the men's shoes. Yeah.
Okay, so Ruth Nchimunya says, where are you found?
Okay, so we work from home, Ruth. So we are found in PHI and Kaunda Square. We'll give you the link to our page, and then we'll give you the contact details after this.
Then there's Helen Mutale saying, I'm following from Kitwe.
Hi, Helen.
Hi.
There's Chalala Mwamba saying, wow, innovation and creativity among us is very vital these days. It needs to be sponsored.
Thank you. We want those sponsors.
There's Natasha P says, watching from Lusaka, please ensure you leave and share their contacts.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then there is James Chisulo saying, how much is it? I think you mentioned, you can just repeat that.
Okay, so we have the beaded slippers for 130 kwacha, and then the non-beaded ones for 120.
Okay, then Mukawani Mwimba says she's watching from Woodlands.
Hi.
Stanley Gondo says, this is great, entrepreneurship is the way to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, then powerful, very creative, that's the way to go.
Thanks.
All right, so you say no by Zambian and all. So and mostly women don't support each other. How much support do you get from women?
Well,
you might say no, we're in a men-dominated field, but it's the ladies that say, I'm dating.
Okay, but for our friends, really, they've been supportive. Friends and family, they've been supportive. They've bought from us. So
and they keep coming back.
Keep coming
so that's
back.
how good we are, guys.
So our folks are supporting us, our female They are supporting us.
So we haven't, as I said earlier, we hadn't really been out there for the public. So now that we are, I'm sure the support will still come in, because our specialization is in female slippers. So if the female don't support us, then we're doomed. So
have you gotten like a big order that you went, wow, this is so much work? Or do you just get, oh, come on, motion?
No, for like big orders, not just as yet, but we've had people coming to buy more than a pair. They would want maybe 3 pairs, 4 pairs, just like that.
Also, it's like you make one product for a client, then they tell their friend.
Yes, the word goes out there.
That's how you keep going.
Yes.
All right, your call to young people who would want, no, before we even get to that, if you were to venture into other businesses, like there's just that at the back of your mind, say, oh, but that's cool, I would want to work on that, I would want to do that kind of business, what would you do apart from shoes?
We are very busy people. we have done so many things.
Yeah.
What haven't we done? We've supplied perfume, we've supplied
handbags, we've done the makeup, like we've done everything.
Yes. So we settled for shoes.
We settled for shoes, yeah.
You know, this is a product, a finished product that we're selling. We would supply these things, but we'd have to outsource them.
Yes.
But then we determine when we have the products. For outsource things, like now there's the COVID-19, so people that are ordering from outside have got like a ban, and then their products are not really determined on when they're coming. But for the shoemaking business right now, we determine on when to have the product. So we are actually quite set.
Yeah, we are set
so
on this.
Has not affected your business in any way?
It has, but not to a larger extent, because we still have the materials. We can still go to town and find the materials. So it hasn't really done us that bad, but
yeah,
we're okay.
Okay, so there's Emmanuel saying he's watching from Lilai. Your call to young people before you advertise?
Would like to encourage young people to follow their dreams. We know entrepreneurship is kind of risky. Most people are scared to leave employment. We're not saying leave your jobs. You can manage both worlds, just like we are doing. We are working, and we in our free time, we get to do what we love to do. So whatever it is that you want to do, it could be tailoring, it could be shoes, it could be hair plating, all these other talents that people have. Just strike a balance. There is always time for what you love. You can't say, I don't have time. If you want to do something, be determined. Follow your dreams. And if we all say we're going to work for people, who's going to create employment for others? Who's going to build these industries? These big brands that we see out there, they came from someone's idea. Someone didn't just sit back and say, I've got so much to do, I don't have capital and everything. They put in their all. Just like we want to put our all in this shoemaking business, so that in the next near future, it can be a big brand out there. Shammah Footwear.
Yes.
You?
And then the other thing we, the youth, shouldn't forget is we've always been reminded we are the future leaders. So if we don't make the stance in
the future leaders, you are the leaders now.
The now.
I forgot we are in the now. So yes, so we are the leaders now. So if we don't make the stance in the community, in our country, when will we? For us, our core is yes, creating generational wealth, but then also we want to eradicate poverty in Zambia.
Yes.
So we want to create employment for the youth, and we also want to end up exporting these to the outside. We want to bring revenue in the country. So do not be the one to hold back Zambia. Be the one to bring that revenue. Be the one to take our economy higher. So yeah, that's that.
We believe that there are great minds out there. So young people, let's work on the ideas that we have so that we can help in developing our country.
All right, so I'll run back. Just remembered something. So where you operate from? I'm sure you have men that are doing some business.
Yes. Yeah, we've had such experiences, like when you're out there, you're busy sewing, putting the glue and everything. People be like, why are you doing this? This is supposed to be for men.
Let them kuchiti.
They're like that. But we just want to do this. Even if it's a male-dominated industry, we believe that even females can get into this business and just be as good as men.
Yeah.
All right, let's advertise. You have 5 minutes. If you under-exhaust it, it's up to you. If you exhaust it fully, it's your show.
Okay, so hi people. This is Shammah Footwear. As we said earlier, we make shoes, handmade shoes. Right now, we are specialized in making female slippers, but we are trying to perfect our art in making men slippers and sandals as well. And then also we're trying to perfect our art in making leather shoes. So in the long run, what we want to do is make belts, make leather shoes, and make handbags, all things leather. That's what we want to do.
Different leather accessories, that's what we want to be doing in the long run.
Yes.
So at the moment, we are specialized in this.
Where you found your contacts, some people were asking for contacts, and you can also mention your social media handles.
Yes. Okay. So you can follow us on Facebook. We are Shammah Footwear. So just follow Shammah Footwear, and then you can just check. It's not very active, as we have said, but then you can just see a bit of our work and then contact us. As we said earlier, you can come with any design of your own, of the type of shoes that you want. Imagine going to Louis Vuitton and telling them, I want this. And so now we are here to give you, like, you can here to make your dreams come true. You can just dream about a shoe, and then when and if we're able to, which we are likely to, we will. So our phone number is the 0976 337025. 0976 337025 and
0978 12 31 30 Manase.
All right, before we close, we tell us the people that deal with shoes, designers, nothing. I would place an order.
That's okay. So
I'm confident.
Okay.
Should I be that when I place an order,
it will be ready.
I'll find my shoes before
Okay, so we usually give our customers 1 week, so that because you load shedding you would find our load shedding schedules are just up and down. So just to have ample time to make sure we do not disappoint you, we usually give you 7 days, and then your order will be done.
So you're able to make anything out. Pick a sophisticated piece on the internet and you do it.
With slippers, right?
With slippers, yes. We are able to do that.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Your last words to our people from either of you.
I open social posts.
Okay. So thank you so much for this platform.
Yeah.
We want to thank everyone that has supported our business, our friends, our family, and just everybody out there. We also want to thank this page, the Smart Eagles, for giving us the opportunity to discuss our business and just show the world what we're able to do. We are so grateful, and may you continue supporting young people in the different entrepreneurships that they do. Support them. We need to grow our nation. Let's not just depend on the white collar job.
Yes.
Let's develop our talents and just, grow our own industries. Thank you so much.
Clement Cooks Mutale says, Lisa, starts
okay. That's
this
nice.
Looks like Changa, confirmed.
Confirmed, Cooks, it's me. Confirmed.
All right, then someone is reminding me that load shedding would come to an end this week, next week, because Z-Squad issued a statement.
Even better. So
better.
we'll even be able to produce more shoes, because I'm sure now that you know about us, you'll be making in your orders, and we'll be happy to serve you. We can't wait to serve you.
All right. Thanks a lot, ladies. Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
See you on the top.
Yes.
When it's a big Shammah.
Yes.
We're getting there.
Thank you so much.